What's up, guys? It's Eric. So today, just kind of a quick video. So over the last couple of weeks, you guys have been asking like, hey, where's the Pentax 6x7 video? When's that going to be out? I kind of, where I'm at right now is I am going to make that eventually, but I feel like I learned my lesson with my Mamiya RB67 video is don't jump out and, you know, especially with a camera like that where I want to do a good job with the video, don't jump the gun and make something just to make it. You know, I've only had it for about a month now. I put 3 rolls of film through it. So I'm gonna wait until I'm more like well acquainted with the camera before I do a long form video about it. That being said, I did kind of want to give you some first impressions because I have taken it out, I have shot, I put 3 rolls of film through it. I put a roll of a Portra 400, a roll of Ektar 100, and a roll of Triax 400 through it. The Triax was sort of a wash. It was an old roll of film. I don't even know how long I'd had it. It probably was melted and in the sun and everything, and it didn't look great when I got it. But the Ektar and the Portra looked fantastic, and what I want to do is just kind of share a couple of the photos that I took with it and go through kind of what I've learned so far, you know, in my short time with the camera. So my initial concerns with this guy, because, I mean, it is a monster. The biggest concerns I had were that it would be difficult to handhold, if not impossible, and that things like the mirror slap and the shutter slap were gonna make it difficult to get sharp images at anything but extremely fast shutter speeds. So far, that has not been the case. This is, and I'm not gonna really get into the details of the camera. I'm gonna wait until I do a full video on it to get into that stuff. But this is the Pentax 6x7 non-mirror lockup version. So this is literally the oldest, cheapest body you can get with the 105 2.4. It's the newest, highest end version of that lens. So I spent a lot more on the lens than I did on the body. The lens itself is effectively a normal lens, maybe a little longer than a 50 equivalent on 35mm. It's a 2.4 aperture, which is insane. On a 6x7 negative, I mean, in terms of the depth of field, it's going to be roughly like analogous to like a 0.95 or an f1 on a 35mm camera. So you can get razor thin depth of field. It's very sharp lens at f6 and above. I'll show you some of the photos. I think they turned out great. But as far as like hand holding it, it's a lot easier than I imagined. It is heavy, but the form factor, that SLR form factor, makes it more feasible to carry this guy around and snap photos with it. As ludicrous as it looks, than something like the RB67, where that form factor and the waist level focusing makes it more difficult, I believe. The weight is an issue. Beyond that, the biggest problem I had is just how silly it looks. I mean, it looks like a 35mm camera, but it's huge. It also doesn't have that kind of like analog charm to it, just appearance-wise, that something like my Yashica Mat 124G or even the RB67 has, where people immediately know that's an old camera. This could be mistaken by someone who doesn't know anything for a modern DSLR, albeit an enormous, heavy-duty one. Other observation, possibly the most satisfying shutter noise I've ever encountered. You fire this thing, I've never shot a gun in my life, I'm sorry, I never have. But I feel this is probably pretty similar in terms of how it feels. Just raw satisfaction. It feels so good. It's just clunk, clunk. You feel it. It just shakes in your hand. It's great. My dad took one photo with it and was like, wow, that thing is serious business. So let's cut to the chase. I'm going to show you some of the photos that I took with it and kind of give you some insight into what I think about them. First I want to show you this, because this is a really cool image. So I took this on Ektar, and I'm preparing to do another Ektar video in the near future because I'd like to give it another whirl. The colors are a little funky. I almost wish that I had taken like a cell phone picture of this right next to it so that I could have something to color correct to. But it looks cool, and you know, regardless of whether they're funky or not. The thing that comes across to me in this photograph, and this is in Buffalo in the Elmwood Village, is just how incredibly sharp this image is. Now, to the point where if you zoom in, if I can get this to go, I mean, this small crop of the image is as sharp as, you know, a 35mm photograph. you can read the license plate numbers on both cars. You can clearly, you know, on both those cars. You can see the details and the bricks on the walls. It's really, really, really cool. And I don't remember exactly what speed I shot this at, but it was in the middle of the day. So it was probably a pretty fast shutter speed and a pretty narrow aperture. So this next one here, this is my buddy Jeff. This is on the Portra. He's looking mighty majestic. But again, the sharpness of the image really comes through. It's overexposed portrait, you know, it's got that look. Now, this is my dad. This is a photo of my dad. I misfocused a little bit. I focused on his on his beer and his t-shirt, so his eyes are a little bit out of focus. But yeah, it's just got a great look. You know, it's cool. And then the only one that I shot like wide open was this photograph of my parents' dog. But you can see, I mean, this is on Portra 400. It's probably, because the light was fading, it's probably closer to accurately exposed rather than overexposed. But look at that depth of field. And I'm actually kind of proud of this. I nailed the focus on the eye. The quality is really, really stunning. So that's it. It's a short one today, but that's kind of my first impressions. I really like it. I'm blown away by the quality of the images, the sharpness of that lens. I'm excited to take it out and shoot a bunch more, and then do like a longer form, more comprehensive look at the camera and what I think of it. So yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys. If you like this content, of course, subscribe. Click the like button. Don't be afraid to do that. Leave a comment as always. You guys have been great. And just I wanted to real quick just do a little shout out. Alan Brock, because I've been doing those compilation videos where I'm going through people's photos. There's a photographer on YouTube named Alan Brock, and he said, hey, send me 5 photos of your own and I'll talk about them. And I did, and he made a video. So I'll link to that below. Check it out. Check out his channel. He does some really cool stuff. A lot of like landscape 4x5 work. So yeah, check it out. And he has a charming southern accent. Check it out and let me know what you think. Subscribe to his channel. You know, you guys know the drill. So yeah, guys, stay safe. I'll see you soon with another compilation video. I'm gonna be doing another Ektar video. Really giving it a fair shake. I'm gonna take it out, I'm gonna shoot some more and really get into it, because I've had some good luck with it lately, and we'll maybe kind of rectify some of my Ektar issues. Also, want to do another 4x5 video. I'm just rambling now. I'm just rambling. I'll see you guys soon.